photo. This is the eternity I've always longed to protect. Renee. Yes? I can't forgive Narzitzenkroy just yet, but Renee is a different story. The Narzitzenkroy Institute was our home. Why did things turn out this way? It was likely doomed to be thus from the moment Elaine had us act out the story of the hero Narzitzenkroy and the evil dragon over and over. I, too, miss the way things used to be, but Narzitzenkroy was born out of the delusion of salvation, and what a protracted dream that was. But I was roused from that dream. Now it is your turn. It's not a contradiction to accept your past as well as how you'll live your life going forward. That's what Caterpillar told me. The apocalypse has been stopped, and the future is full of possibilities. The future holds more for you than just pain. This I promise you. If you cannot accept yourself, you could allow Anne to merge with you. Hello, Brittany. Welcome to chat. Or stream, rather. Words. Then use the Holy Blade of Narzitzenkroy to separate your personas of Lyris and young Marianne. That won't be necessary. I'm willing to accept our past. Our little hero, Anne's adventure, is hers alone. I will live on as myself and see what the world you risked everything to save is like, Renee. Huh? The Holy Blade of Narzitzenkroy is... What did it do, though? I see. Your will has been conveyed, Marianne. The Holy Blade's purpose has been fulfilled, and its significance in the story has ended. Paimon doesn't totally get it, but does it mean that Storm won't be able to use that cool title anymore? Fine by me. I have so many titles, it does not even matter. Let us return to the original topic. You said that you'd like to see the outside, but this is now Guillotine's world. I doubt there will be much to see. However, if you can bring yourself to like it, that would be ideal. Anne, Renee, shall we travel together? Absolutely. What an interesting group of traveling companions these people are going to be. A water droplet, whatever you want to call Marianne, and Anne, the baby Oceanid. Regrettably, you must allow me to decline. There is still something that I must do. Oh, okay. In that case, don't forget to give me your address. I'll write to you about what Anne and I encounter on our journey. Just like when you and Jacob would tell me about what you saw in Sumeru. Except, I'm afraid our journey will have to wait a teeny bit longer. Caterpillar did say that we would have a reunion or something. That's right. He should be here soon. Let's wait a little longer for him, shall we? All right. You two do you. Let's take this opportunity to talk to Marianne Storm. Who are these other children? Perhaps I should have proposed a toast to us who were once human. Though I don't think any of us could imbibe the way we are now. Oh, he gave them a human form. Okay. Or they have their own human forms? I don't know what's happening. Was there anything that could not be said before we set off? I'm just giving you a chance. It may not have been a good time for you to say some things back there. You could tell. Well, it cannot be helped. I have expended too much of my power. I shall not remain able to maintain myself for long. But why? We worked so hard to... But before I disappear, tell me what you've learned over these last few centuries. I would like to know what sort of dreams you had. Until I met Nightstorm and Paimon, I was always searching for Princess Lyris. Even after learning the truth that I was just a character in someone's dream, I have no regrets. That's because I've already completed the best and greatest adventure of all. Perhaps my reward is being able to turn my dreams into reality. I was just going back and forth between prison and books, occasionally dreaming about parts of my previous life. There were times when I wondered whether the butterfly became me or I became the butterfly. But once I awoke, I would realize that I was only a caterpillar. The butterfly is also me, but whether it's the future or past me is hard to say. Dreams, magic, memories, esotericism. All that I once held dear now seems worthless to me. During the first 10 years, I focused all my power on preventing the dissipation of my will. During the years that followed, I used the potent will to construct a universe within myself to resist my coming fate. That is how I held on. What? Where did Narzitzen get his powers from? I suppose it is the same for you. To build a beautiful dream out of the ruins of what was once our home. That is an incredible thing. Marianne was right. It's warm here. Yes, I know. I grow weary, Anne. Please leave me here. Farewell. He never did change his name back to Renee, did he? What if life is just a dream? Oh, so this is where the adventure we and Anne had came from. No wonder everything was so chaotic. It wasn't finished. Yeah, I couldn't figure an ending out. At that point, everything had fallen apart, but the more such things happen, the more we want a simple happy ending. You know, sometimes you say I, and sometimes you say we. Are you really Mary Ann? Or are you Lyris, the Oceanid they're always talking about? I don't know. Well, not that it matters anymore. And Caterpillar, you're back. Thank you, Brittany. Where's Renee? He was a bit tired, so he went to rest. Well, Paimon hopes he turns over a new leaf and stops causing trouble. Well, I'm pretty sure he's dead, Paimon, so I guess he won't be causing trouble. Seymour, you can come over now. Understood. Miss Marianne. Your new hair and eye colors are simply dazzling. Honestly, you silly dog, is that all you can say? My language center is unable to express the information I am processing. I know, you're the same as ever. Sorry, I missed you so much. Right, so such things happened, huh? Then there's Jacob. Miss Storm and Miss Paimon's description largely fits with the facts, but one thing must be added. My power output during combat has been far below expectations. This is because over 30% of my components were damaged during the battle at Linus and have not been maintained since. I hope you will consider this when evaluating my performance and will not choose to scrap me. Of course not. Yeah, you can't kill the mechanical doggo. He did his best. You have always been strong and brave. You are much more resilient than we are, Seymour. Indeed, my designer, Elaine Guillotine, is Fontaine's leading engineer, and the components I am made of represent the best of the nation's material science and craftsmanship. You are most formidable, Seymour. Thank you for your accurate assessment. But that's not what Anne was trying to say. What are your next orders, Miss Marianne? You decide, Marianne. As far as Seymour is concerned, I'm just Anne. Seymour, what would you like to do? My primary directive is to accompany and protect you, Miss Marianne, on behalf of Elaine Guillotine. Oh, you silly. Those were my brother's, Elaine's instructions. I'm asking you what you want to do. I once promised Miss Mamere that once I found my mistress, I would return to her coordinates and thank her. And that was correct of you. Good dog. Marianne, do you remember what you once said to me? Yes. Seymour, I hope you can become the master of your own fate. That in the future, you will do what you want to do and what you think is right. Miss Marianne. Do I understand this correctly? Are you saying that my previously received orders should be regarded as null and void? Yes. So let me ask you again, Seymour. What do you want to do? I wish to remain by your side, Miss Marianne, but I also wish to accompany Miss Mamere. However, I calculate that the spatial requirements of those two wishes are incompatible. Perhaps not. We will be taking a trip to explore this world, and Miss Mamere is an artist, isn't she? Then let our journeys coincide. We will leave our footprints in the deserts, in the forests, and in the snowfields. In the lost ancient city of Yith, and in Arcadia, and in golden Hyperborea. Sure, whatever those places are. We will enjoy the sights we see and the stories we write together. What do you think, Seymour? I think that's a very reasonable suggestion, Miss Marianne, but I will need to ask for Miss Mare's consent. Yeah, don't just kidnap the Melusine. Yes, of course, let us agree to meet here. In any case, I'm eager to meet this artist who's kept you company for so long. Coordinates entered. So next... Storm, Paimon, and Caterpillar. You were the bravest and strongest of all. Thank you all so much. Wait, so I'm no longer a knight? That story is over. And for me, for us, you, as you are now, are the realest and most important of all. And not just in the story when you play the role of a knight. Just like the Holy Blade in the story becomes a new sword when its mission was complete, so too will the knight return as a new person. Ah, I see. I'm back to being an honorary knight, not a knight. Paimon can't decide if you're praising or criticizing Storm here. It is praise, of course. You have written an end to an unfinished story, and you have brought us a new tale. We'll never forget this. Aw, come on. There's no need to be so polite. I've also gained a lot from being able to play my role in this tale. I hope you all have a wonderful trip. Yes, and I am confident we will meet again in the future. Then it is time for me to return to Miss Mamere's coordinates. We can come too. Caterpillar, come with us, would you? Caterpillar, let's see this through to the end. Very well, I will accompany you. Gameplay tutorial, what? Sword of Narzitzenkroy. Your destiny with Narzitzenkroy has come to a conclusion, but power still remains within the Holy Blade, immersing the Sword of Narzitzenkroy in the font, brimming with magical power within the story of Anapausis, can change the sword's alignment between Numa and Usia. Okay. I guess that's a thing I can do now. Quake! Whoops. My bad. I was changing position, and I jostled my controller. I'm teleporting. I'm not walking out of here. Okay. Over here we go. Off to Mamere. This way, I think? Yeah, maybe. I haven't seen these Melusine in so long. Storm and Paimon and Seymour. You need to come back. Is it just Paimon, or do you sound a little angry, Mamere? Yes, even without Storm and Paimon's help, my positioning and navigational modules would have allowed me to return. Incredible. Wait, so you were just surprised? Well, I knew you wouldn't disappear with the token that symbolizes my life and birth. I also knew that Storm and Paimon would be sure to bring you back. Returning to your side is what I want to do. It's not a concept I fully understand, but logic prompts me to do this. I believe this is correct. That's kind of complicated, and I can't say I understand, but never mind. It's just good that you're back. Oh, and this is... Hello. Don't worry about me. Just along for the ride. Is that so? Well, you are a fascinating color, and regardless, I'm delighted to see Seymour. I haven't heard from Father since the message Storm passed on, and then Seymour left. It was difficult for me. Oh, it looks like my mare doesn't know what happened while you were in a daze. Everyone in Mercy Village helped me during that time. That's what made me realize what Father meant. Oh, yes. I've been learning a new style of painting while I was with them. Oh, are you finally painting with things other than blood now? That'd be ideal. Is it even more novel than before? What could be worse than blood? Scratch that. I don't want an answer. I think it will be easier to understand. Even the Melusines of Mercy Village can tell what I'm painting now, rather than just saying, oh, how lovely. Wow. Paimon can't wait to see your priceless masterpieces. Oh, and speaking of paintings, Marianne mentioned something. Seymour explains the idea of a joint trip. Really? That sounds wonderful. Let's set off now, then, on our round-the-world trip of artistic creation. Yes, let's go. Now, this instant. I'll pack up my art supplies and clothes. You just sit tight and wait for me, okay? Yes, Miss Mare. She decided on that very quickly. Well, you sure are springing into action. Of course. I mean, if you don't act, your dreams will never come true, right? Paints. While we wait, let me express my gratitude to you, Miss Storm, Miss Paimon, and Mr. Caterpillar. This is based on my own judgment and what, as Miss Marianne says, I want to do. With your help, I have finally been able to complete my task. However, I still do not understand what it means to become the master of my own fate. Fate, you see, is a concept humans create to help them understand things. It's not real. Whoa. Paimon doesn't know how to explain this now. Didn't they tell you? Just do what you want to do. If you always do what you want to do, you'll become the master of your fate. I see. And what I want to do now is to sit here and wait for Miss Mamere. Well, look at that. You've already succeeded. Okay. In that case, Paimon wishes you all a good trip. Thanks, Paimon. Paintings to give then. Paintings to give. Be a good dog and look after Mamere, okay? I will. It is what I want to do. You and Caterpillar arrive outside Mercy Village. So, the tale of Narzitzenkroy has ended. It is time for me to follow my own path. Where will you go, Caterpillar? That's a good question, Paimon. And since the beginning of time, only the most determined and resilient of people have found their answers. There you go again. I jest. For now, the only thing I can be sure of is that I still owe Lenore half a story. But I don't know how it ends yet. There's a lot to consider. I don't know where I'll go, but there are a few things I need to find. Is that so? So, goodbye, Storm, and farewell, Paimon. Meeting you both has been the most fortunate thing to happen in this life of mine. Likewise, Caterpillar. I'll miss you, you little weirdo. Yeah, take care, Caterpillar. Don't let anyone find out who you really are. That'd be a pain. The Hilitrail smiles before turning to leave. I got a trophy for that. That's something. And an achievement. More Primo Gems. Give me. Narzitzen notes. Oh, you get 10 for this. That's nice. What do I need? One more teleporter. One more Shrine of Depths. And 2 more treasure chests. Really? 2 more treasure chests. That's kind of obnoxious. Okay. That counted as all of my commissions. That's nice. Less I have to do later. Okay. I'm curious if he does go back to see Lenore. Where's Lenore's house again? I don't remember. Is it up here? I feel like it's up here. I know it's where those roses are. Because I would always go there when I was farming for Linny. Is it up here? Success, it is. Hello, bird. Could we, like, not?
Right now, right here. Emerge.
Silence.
My slime condensate. I might as well pick these flowers up. Eventually there will be another character that needs them. It's bound to happen. Oh, where did my water balls go? Disappeared. Okay. Child, do you have a quest for me? Well, you're outside, so maybe. Investigate. There are a few opened letters on the table. Okay, read first letter. Dear Earnshaw, sorry for being unable to contact you for so long. For various reasons, I moved to the Fortress of Maripede and have been living here for quite some time now. Life here isn't so bad, though. Though the Tassis Ragu isn't as good as it is back home, and I don't have the company of any cute animals. But I have something even more precious in my life now, speaking of which, I might be able to return home fairly soon. If the door is still open for me to return, please write me back. Even one sentence will do, just telling me how you're doing. Earnshaw. It's getting late. You should get some rest too. About Lenore. That child, she's just like her mother, spirited and independent. Children grow up so quickly, what can I say? I just hope that she can live the life she wants. Health and happiness are more important than anything else. Man, she went back in because it got too late. Daytime. Okay. Aha, she's outside now. It's too bad Cater isn't here. If he was, he could enjoy this with us too. Even if Cater was here, you still wouldn't be allowed to drink any more Fanta today. Aw, but Cater said you have to share with others to be even more happy. I'm sure Cater also said not to have too much sugar and to brush your teeth after eating. Oh, he did mention that. Dang it. I was hoping they would give me a quest. They did not. We turn in this stuff, though. Okay. I really need to go up, I think, just one more level with my reputation so I can get the treasure chest tracker. I still have 6 quests. Wish-fulfilling treasure hunt. The 3 primary colors of the solar corona. Okay. That's a title. I want the treasure compass. Dang it. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to get it, because these will refresh tomorrow. That'd be nice. Okay. What could we do now? That is not what I opened.